Hi, my lovely people. Baby, let the disclaimer run. Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it. It is for reaction and entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. Baby, it is for and giggles. Okay, over here. Also, don't go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in these videos. And keep in mind, it's my opinion and my opinion only. Woo-oo. Now, yesterday, y'all, we did Queen Op and Shell. So we now are on Queen Op and Dani. Now let's kick it off because we're gonna do a breakdown. All right. So Dani is now in the picture. Shell has been who thankfully returned to her family and is living her life and trying to heal herself is what we're hoping, right? Is what we're hoping. Now, this Dani character, okay, was once friends with both of them, was, caught on camera filming, supposed to be friends, supposed to be doing this, supposed to be doing that, but comes to turn out, she knew what she wanted. She wanted Queen Op, and Queen Op wanted her, okay? So, if you guys do not know, they are under investigation for let's say alleged abuse of Shell and probably some other things, okay? Probably a lot of other things I can only imagine, all right? But these two, right? They are really something else. I don't know much about this Dani character, but I will say one thing. Every time I see her talk, it just drives me nuts. I don't know if it's something going on with the teeth or lack thereof, but every time she talks, it's just like her mouth protrudes out at the bottom and looks like she's just about to choke on whatever she's chewing. It drives me insane, y'all. It really does. And then they're always kissing on each other and whatnots. Now, I'm going to say one thing about old Dani-O, okay? One thing I have noticed about Dani, she is the bud of a lot of Queen Ops jokes, but their things are more geared towards sex, that kind of thing. Getting down on camera and licking on each other and sucking on each other. So it seems as though Queen Op is a little bit more into her or a lot of bit more into her than she was with Shell. Because that's one thing we never seen with Shell, right? We never seen any affection. We never seen any love. She was always just the butt of the joke and was for literally entertainment purposes only. Now, with this woman here, obviously it's entertainment purposes only. It's babysitting purposes. It might be a little bit of like in it, but I think that with Dani has a little bit more backbone than Shell. And when I say a little bit more backbone, I do mean a tiny bit more backbone. Looks like she would want to stand up to herself if Queen Op got a little bit, too much at times. It looks like they would battle at it. Although I will say there has been some videos where Queen Op has deliberately disrespected her, put her hands on her, called her names, and done other things, okay? And then she disrespects her and shows things like we're looking right now, her undies and everything else. And on top of that, we know that Queen Op is still having babies. Girl, you over here, Dani, being a babysitter and mom number 2. But Queen Op said herself she really only like to raise them till they about 5. Then she don't want to be bothered with them no more. She's got the baby blue syndrome, kind of like Peach McIntyre that we talk about over here. It's all fun and games when they puppies. But when they get old enough to where they get to nipping back and barking back, it ain't no more fun. When they're able to pick up on what you're saying and what you're doing and the things that you are lacking, then it ain't no more fun, baby, because they can talk to teachers, they can tell what they seeing and tell what they doing. So it's no more fun for these two. Now, I'm going to say one thing. When I watch these two, y'all, it makes my stomach hurt. I have seen some of the low budgetest things. I have seen it when Dani was given the HEAD on camera, the long kissing and the slobbery kissing and everything else. And I'm going to tell you what, oh, God, I don't know what God, when I say I just did a hot burp, the hot burp, but you don't know what might come up, just thinking about it did it. But these two are in some hot water, okay? Let's talk about the hot water that they are in. We seen when they were live on Bingo that the police actually came in. Shell was there. Everybody was wondering what was going on with Shell, right? Shell had 2 eyes that looked like they were blackened. Her face was swollen. She was like, talking just out of one side of her mouth. Something had clearly happened. And somebody somewhere must have said, hey, is something going on? We don't know who it is. It could have been Shell's family. It could have been somebody who was watching that finally stood up for Shell. It could have been a lot of things. But we have to say everything is alleged and we just don't know. That's what we have to say. But they came in on Bingo, okay? And they actually arrested these two and they have been charged or whatever for alleged interviews on shell. Let's just say it that way. We know that court dates are coming up. Bond is being set. People have to sign for bonds. People have to put money up. People have to put property up. And it's getting a little ugly. So one thing that I do know, golly, is that the reason that they are trying to get married is because we know in certain states, right, that you can't testify against your spouse if you don't want to. If you want to, they can't stop you. But if you don't want to, then guess what? You don't have to, and there's no law being broke. Now, I don't know if you guys seen the marriage proposal, but if you didn't, let's take a look.
Stay right there. Oh.
Baby, what are you doing? Don't hurt yourself. Baby, what are you doing? What is this? What is this?
It's a ring.
What, baby, what are you doing?
I want to get married. Will you marry me?
You serious?
Wait, yes, I'm serious. Please say yes.
I know, please.
I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. And Summer!
Don't scream at her. Baby, are you cool?
That's not Summer.
Hell yes.
It's like a summer.
Yes, you've seen that hot mess for your own eyes. So guess what? I guess they're engaged now. Taylor port and a tiny ring. I guess that makes everybody okay. We know it is a stunt to, keep each other out of trouble and not have to talk about it and everything else. But y'all, these two, I see a lot coming up. I see a lot of maybe, somebody going to jail, somebody getting into clankety clank, or somebody getting into trouble with each other. So we'll continue to report on these two whacks. Whew. And I use that lightly because these are two disgusting whacks. But for now, y'all, I'm going to see y'all in the comments.